Hi everybody, this is CJ here from Gran Turismo Singapore, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Break, where we take a break from racing and sit down to have a chat. So my guest for today would be kOhAnsOn, also known as Anson Koh. So I'll be talking through with him a few things such as the concepts behind his livery creations, including the one that we're going to feature today, that is the Schubert Motorsport livery design. And Anson is quite known for his Singapore-based livery designs. So we will also be touching on that, and also we'll talk about what motivates him to actually churn out the design at such a fast pace. In fact, right now in his profile, he has actually a total of 20 designs ready for each and every one of you to download and enjoy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi everybody, this is Caesar from Gran Turismo Singapore, and welcome to Coffee Break episode 2. Today we have the Livery Talk with our dear friend kOhAnsOn, also known as Anson Koh. He's actually a long time friend of mine. I know him since the Gran Turismo 5 days. So here we are today, sitting down with him, and we'll be walking through some of the Livery Talk. So Anson, welcome.
Yeah, hi. Hello everyone, I'm Anson.
Right, thanks for taking time and sitting down with us to actually go through this interview.
Mm.
And first of all, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you and everyone.
Okay, so Anson, I noticed that in your this gallery itself, I seen like 20 designs. Do you mind sharing with us for today which is the particular design that you want to actually focus on?
The design that I'm sharing for today is actually the Schubert Motorsport number 20. So this livery is actually used by them and for this 24-hour Nürburgring.
So why Schubert out of the so many designs that you have created, particularly those designs that are more Singapore based or that has local flavors?
So the reason I chose this is because I've driven the M6 GT3 at this circuit experience on
Mm-hmm.
Nürburgring.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found that the handling of this car was good and it suits my driving style. Apart from that, I also like the exhaust and transmission sound as it was nice and bassy, especially in the relays. Then therefore I immediately fell in love with this car.
Nice,
Yeah.
cool. So can I say that you are a BMW fan?
Yeah, I can say so.
So, well, apart from the M6, were there any other brands or makes out there that you actually did consider to work on before deciding on the M6 itself?
Before this, I actually was also looking at the Huracan, but then I found that the car was quite difficult to drive, so I did not start on that livery lah.
I see.
I did not start on the livery for the car. Yeah.
So can I say there's some element of, or rather some consideration of also applying the livery on a car that you think you will use our online race really often?
Yeah, quite true, correct.
How long did it take you to actually come up with this Schubert Motorsport design?
This livery actually took me about 2 days to complete around 4 hours a day. So the GT community is quite resourceful, as they usually upload a lot of these decals online. So a search on these decals will sometimes bring up the logos that I need.
Oh,
But some specific logos are like M6 GT3, the Alza Automotive SX, and also other logos need to be uploaded by myself, which took up the bulk of the time. And then the reason is because the online SVG converter sometimes were unable to reduce the file size to below 15 KB, which was quite small.
right.
Then because of this, I went to YouTube to learn how to create SVG logos with Inkscape, and that actually helps a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you have any design background?
I like designing. I mean, I love to do arts. I also do, previously when I was in poly, I do CAD CAM,
Ah,
and I did it quite well.
cool,
So that's why
cool.
I also like to do designing. Yeah.
Right, right. So, as I mentioned earlier, we go way back since the Gran Turismo 5 days and also a
Yeah.
bit of Gran Turismo 6. So, what got you into Gran Turismo?
Actually, I started playing Gran Turismo since GT3 on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that I skipped GT4 and I went on to GT5 and then I met you guys you like the dog don't take Hoppy
Mm-hmm.
on Game Axis forum Actually quite like driving also and the physics, especially the physics of this game has really improved a lot and the graphics also.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
well, going back to the Schubert Motorsport design, which part do you think is the most challenging part while coming up with the overall design of this car? Because you mentioned there are decals that may not be available, so you may have to come up with your own or create your own. So, what is the key challenge here?
Okay, the most challenging decal I would say will be the curve from the front wheel up right until the rear of the this boot,
Mm-hmm.
because that one took me like I think 20 to 30 minutes just to make it correct.
Oh,
Because yeah, because the front part actually once the curve have to be exactly within that area, then if you never do it properly, you just go over until the rear of the vehicle, and I do not have the gray sticker to paste it on the car, because this car is actually matte, and Gran Turismo Sport do not have matte stickers to come with
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Okay. So that's the most
yeah. That's
challenging
one of
part.
the most challenging. Correct.
So, among all the decals on this car, how much of it is like
Mm.
you contributed yourself, and how much was taken from the community?
Actually, I would say maybe 80% was from the community.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. So they actually have quite a number of logos. Especially the plate on the left, this Zurich
Mm.
headache, not high one. That's the one of the hardest one, which I thought I want to do it myself, but it took me like 1 hour and I can't bring it down to 15 kb. So I decided to just go
Mm.
online and search it.
I see.
So lucky I managed to find with the correct hashtag because
Right.
previously it was a square logo which is not exactly the same as what was used currently.
Right.
Yeah,
I see. So yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of hard work going on
yeah,
before this
correct.
design actually comes to fruition.
Correct.
So going back to this, while looking at your this gallery inside your profile,
Mm-hmm.
just to shift the focus slightly away from the Schubert Motorsport design, I noticed that you
Okay.
have quite a bit of local designs, right? Um,
Yeah, correct.
so just to touch on a bit about all these local designs, what
Mm.
inspires you to actually start to work on them? And also a few designs I find really quite interesting would be the grab design that is really very popular in our Gran Turismo Facebook page. I think that receives
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit of likes and shares.
Yeah.
And also the summer bus as well, which
Yeah, correct.
also received quite a bit of votes in our poll between your summer bus versus the modern SPS Transit, which is what Tetson created.
Yeah. So why I did all this is because I want this livery to represent Singapore when we race online and
Mm-hmm.
also the Nations Cup, and to let the rest of the world know that Singapore is also in this Gran Turismo community and also
Ah,
to let them know about us. Yeah.
sure, sure. So do you use any of these during your races online?
Yeah, sometimes I will use them. Like for example, yesterday we have a fun race, so I actually took out the Mazda to
Yeah.
race with it.
Right,
So if
right.
let's say we have another fun race, I will use the comfort taxi which I just created yesterday.
Ah, okay. The Comfort Delgro
Yeah, yeah,
blue
correct.
taxi.
Yeah, because actually online I can't find the exact comfort Delgro sticker
Hmm.
which is with the white color comfort word. It's usually blue in color So I actually have to manually edit it
Right.
using this Inkscape to, yeah, just for that decal itself.
Hmm. Okay. Do you race every day?
Yeah, I try to race every day to get a daily workout free vehicle to fill
Right.
up my garage.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So since the release of Gran Turismo Sport, I think from the day one version, the so-called vanilla version, to all the way the recent version 1.1. So far, are you satisfied with where this whole Gran Turismo franchise is going?
Yeah, I think they are actually moving forward lah. From what I can see, from the day I bought it, actually there were not much vehicles. Then after that, they started adding vehicles, and they promised that they will add in more tracks in the future lah, which is quite forthcoming.
Right.
Yeah.
Because back in the good old days, Gran Turismo 5 and 6 days, having our own livery was actually considered a dream. So, now it's like a dream come true for those who are really into livery designs like yourself, which sort
Yeah,
of,
correct.
yeah, which sort of add quite a bit of uh, different flavor, I would say, to the whole franchise.
Correct.
Right.
Actually, that is what I'm looking forward to lah. Because with the livery, we can actually have like all those cars that we have like Comfort, Grab, all these,
Mm.
which will actually be quite fun even when we are racing online.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember how many times I actually laugh when I'm chasing you, and seeing your decal. Yeah, particularly so.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, with those very interesting designs like the Grab. In fact, Yongtake's SMRT as well.
Yeah.
So, if our friends from Gran Turismo Singapore would like to actually download your decal, how can they actually do so?
You can actually look for it with the hashtag GTSG, or search by it with Singapore. If not, they can follow me, and then from there they should be able to download the decal from my delivery from my this from my database lah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, after the Schubert Motorsport, are you currently working on any other cars, any other designs?
Actually, I'm working on a Grab shuttle Samba van, which
Okay.
we just I think we just released recently. But then after I went online to search for photographs of it, it seems like there are not much of the photographs. So the reference, I need more reference in order to make it nicer,
Cool.
to make it more accurate also. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I look forward to that design.
Yeah, I think it will be released maybe in the next few days.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, any messages for our friends out there who are listening in to this
Mm.
interview?
Yeah. I would say sim racing is fun. It will help to improve your driving in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also the game has also improved a lot over the years since Gran Turismo 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then also I would like to thank you Jimmy, for being active since Gran Turismo 5 in this sim racing community on Game Axis, and also keeping it early, because I've never seen any other sim racing community in Singapore so far.
Sure. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, thank you so much for your time and spend the evening with us. And I look forward to your future designs. And for those who are actually listening in, do check out kOhAnson's design by searching for hashtag Singapore, if not GTSG, and you should be able to get his designs on your screen. Also, follow him, and let's keep this community alive as well. So, thank you so much, Anson, for your time for today.
Okay, thank you very much, Jimmy.
All right, catch you soon.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.